This is the AI News Flash for February 11th, 2 a.m. UTC. First up, half of xAI's founding team has now left the company. Tony Wu announced his departure on Monday, followed by Jimmy Ba just one day later. Ba is an assistant professor at the University of Toronto who studied under Geoffrey Hinton, and he had been overseeing a large portion of the company, including a team of over 1,000 AI tutors. 6 of the 12 original co-founders have now departed. 5 of those departures came within the past year alone. xAI announced a merger with SpaceX last week and is planning an IPO this year. The accelerating talent exodus raises serious questions ahead of a potential public listing. Next, a new study in Nature Medicine finds that large language models excel in medical tests but fail to guide real patient decisions. Researchers conducted a randomized controlled trial with 1,298 UK adults across 10 medical scenarios. On their own, LLMs like GPT-4o achieved over 90% accuracy in identifying relevant conditions. However, when real users interacted with LLMs for medical guidance, they correctly identified conditions in fewer than 35% of cases. That's actually worse than participants who use traditional search engines and NHS websites. The study underscores that high benchmark scores do not translate into real-world effectiveness, especially when humans are part of the loop. Moving on, worker confidence in AI tools has plunged even as adoption accelerates. A Manpower Group survey of nearly 14,000 workers across 19 countries found that regular AI usage jumped 13%, while confidence in AI dropped 18%. The decline is steepest among older workers. Baby boomers saw a 35% drop in confidence, and Gen X workers experienced a 25% decline. More than half of all workers reported receiving no recent training. 43% now fear their jobs could be automated within 2 years. This growing anxiety is driving what researchers call job hugging, with 64% of workers planning to stay with their current employer for stability. And finally, actor Matthew McConaughey has become the first celebrity to federally trademark his voice and persona to combat AI deepfakes. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office granted 8 trademarks covering his vocal cadence, his signature catchphrase, and even rhythmic patterns of his speech, classified as sensory marks. This sets a landmark legal precedent for celebrity protection in the age of generative AI. Combined with recent federal legislation like the Take It Down Act and the Defiance Act, it signals a growing legal framework against unauthorized AI-generated likenesses. That's all for this AI News Flash.